About our range of school uniform fabrics. Now, of course, it is that time of the year whereby parents are very eager to, get their children's preparations in order. Just make sure that they're ensuring their child the best possible outcome for the new school year, being 2024. And we are joined here today by Amina, who is the head of our fabrics department. Amina is going to be taking us through the lovely range that we have from a fabrics department and just show you some of the fabrics that they offer and how you can utilize these fabrics to make your own school uniforms instead of just having to purchase them, because of course that can be a lot more expensive, but you can save yourself a lot of cost. You can just go through the process yourself and of course make use of our install tape, right, which we'll be elaborating a bit more in detail as the video goes on. Now, of course, it is highly advisable that you still bring yourself over to our store. We are known as actually one of the best, if not the best, fabrics store in Gauteng. So please bring yourself over. But if it's not possible, of course, there is a link in the description of this video. So you can just click on that link and you'll see the full range over there. Right, but now without any further ado, Amina, thank you so much for being here. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks yourself.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay, like Edgar has explained, we're gonna go through our school uniforms and that. So I'll take you step by step what we keep, what the ranges we keep, and what we actually can do for you. So we'll start off with our basics. It's your tracksuit linings, your tracksuit fabrics, your summer tracksuit fabrics. This is called a microactive. So we keep microactive. It's used for your school tracksuiting, and then you basically make your tracksuit and you line it with either your stretch toweling or your vesting. That's one of the fabrics. It's a very good quality. It's heavier quality, which the GSM is about between 90 and 100. So it's quite a good quality in terms of the fabric.
I mean, I just want to interrupt you there for a second. For those watching that are not familiar with the lingo and the terms, when you talk about GSM, what exactly do you mean by that?
GSM is the weight of the fabric.
I see.
Yeah, so different weights and that. So weight is quite important because some places require a certain, they're strict on the weight they want, a certain GSM on the fabric. You find lighter weights and then you find heavier weights. So the GSM for other institutions are quite important. And then at the end of the day, also a better quality in them. So then we move on to contact, also another tracksuiting, Edgar, that and this is actually a waterproof. The microactive as well. With the contact, it's more, it has like a wrinkle effect on it. If you guys can come closer, you'll see. And that a lot of schools do use this and that contact. Like I said, it's waterproof for your sports shorts and that works 100% for your tracksuiting, works 100%. Line it with your stretch toweling or your vesting, works. So a lot of people use that in that. So navy, the reason I'm showing navy because navy is quite a popular color in most schools and that. We do have, it does come, we're looking at about plus minus 10 colors in each range. You have your black, your white, your standard colors and that. So, but we do have all the colors in store. So moving on from there, and just bear in mind, all the fabrics are 150 wide. So that's also for, it's a wide length, so it helps. Also, this is it's a bit heavier than the microactive. The GSM on this is about 110, and that then, like I said, it's waterproof. So that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just quickly want to add another reason why it's important to actually bring yourself to our store is so that you can actually feel the texture of these fabrics. Of course, those that are purchasing online, you can still see the pictures of these items, but if you're actually here yourself, you can literally feel how these feel.
Especially with the shades and that, it does make a difference to come in, and because your physical sample and then your sample on the floor, it might look the same, but it's actually better to have a sample and compare it. Especially with schools, but set on the colors and that.
Yes.
Then moving along, we have our school decks.
You have quite a variety of colors on the school
Yeah,
decks
this
as well.
also, your gray pants. Some schools use for the tunics, the light blue, the royal blue, and that. So we do have, like I said, on most of the ranges, we have about 10 plus colors on it. Minimum about 10 colors on it and that. But obviously in the school check, the most popular will be the gray for your school pants and the tunics and that. Also, the GSM is about 180 here, and it's 65-35 poly viscose blend.
So that's a decent quality.
Yes, it's a decent quality and that. It's a nice quality. So like I said, there's quite So what we do a lot of is our school checks.
Yes,
A lot of
I've
schools
seen
are
these
doing,
everywhere. These are
yes.
trending quite a lot.
So this I have quite a big range on it, as you can see, and all of this is your this thing, your school checks, which also again 150 wide, around about 160 GSM, and it's a 65-35 polycotton blend. Yes, so there's a poly viscose blend and there's a polycotton blend. So this is more towards your cotton, polycotton
What
blend.
exactly would be the distinct difference between those two?
Okay, the polycotton blend is more, what can I say, it's your polyester and your cotton. That's your poly viscose, it's a type of blend with a bit of cotton,
Okay, so
with a bit of polyester.
will one be softer than the other, Muslim?
Yes, there's some, yes. This particular checks are called, what is hard hair core
I see.
checks. So yes, there's another stiffness to it and that. So the range is quite wide. And another thing on this checks also, if there's something we don't have, we can always check for you and source the fabric as well. So if it's not listed on the website, you're welcome to send us a WhatsApp. We can see we can source it for you.
That's incredible, actually, because
Yes.
so, for instance, somebody might be looking at these. It's already a big range in of itself, but let's say it still doesn't have or let's say any of the colors that they might require. You can actually organize that for the people.
We can, yes, we can source it.
Brilliant.
We can try and source it for them.
And then these are, they're quite a hot seller in our store.
Yes.
So what would you say is the pricing?
These are between 80 and 90 rand.
Okay, per meter then.
Yes, and all they're all 150 wide, like I said. So this is your range of school checks in there. Then we come to your tartan checks. A lot of schools are leaning towards using this as well now for uniforms and that, especially with new schools that start up, they look for a new bigger check and that. So these are your this thing, also your poly viscose blends.
I think let's just take a moment to just bring our cameraman a bit closer so they can show our
Why not?
audience how beautiful these
Look,
fabrics are.
it's not also limited to your school uniform. People do use it for making suits, making pens, other projects and that. So it's not limited to a certain fabric. It's not just limited to school fabric.
Yes, of course.
So you can, be creative and do a nice suit with them. So there's some nice checks here as well that you can use.
But I must add, it's a beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful variety.
These are everything here. So on school again, we're looking at for winter and summer. This is your clothes lining for your jackets and that. Some people do line the Quantec and the microactive with this as well.
Okay.
So that's another. We have a range as well. Like I said, 10 plus colors in it. So it's listed on the website as well. So that's part of the jacket thing. Then we also have triacetic, also winter tracksuiting, school tracksuiting in there. Also comes in 10 plus colors in that. So that's also, triacetic is quite popular in that. Shiny, they usually call it the Adidas fabric because it's shiny on the outside and then it has like a fur like inside.
Yeah.
So that's also used quite popular.
Yeah, and has a very, very soft feel to it. I love it.
I also want to mention that we do embroidery in store. So if you would like to embroider your logo, your child's logo on the uniform, you can bring it in, we can do that. We also offer that services as well.
Yes, at incredible fees as well, might I add, ladies and gentlemen. We spoke a bit earlier on about the tailor that we have in store. Now, you might be looking at these, thinking to yourself, okay, well, I would rather prefer to buy myself my own fabrics and just produce my children's school clothes from there. But you might be thinking, how exactly would I go about sewing that together? We have an instant tailor who can do that for you.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Like I said, you come in if you want us to, we do offer that services. So the tailor will come and take your measurements. You can bring a sample in or we can sketch it out for you. And then, like I also mentioned, the embroidery part is here. So it all goes in. And a lot of times there are some tiny kids that first year they go to school that they can't find it.
Yes.
It's better to make it custom made. And
Yes.
so that's the advantage of buying your own fabric.
And like we mentioned at the beginning of this video, it is a lot more affordable this way. I mean, if you've seen the price that most of these school uniforms go for, it's ridiculous. So I mean, rather just save yourself the money, save yourself the effort, and Just come to MAC World.
So the last product that I want to show you guys is the t-shirting, so it's all your sportswear. We have your bird's eye. We have your no, sorry, your Lacoste here. It's about a 200 GSM, 190 to 200 GSM, and it's a bit heavier than your normal bird's eye. So some schools do prefer the heavier quality, and that goes around about 50 rand a meter. So it's also online listed. And then the last is your bird's eye, which is around about 140 GSM. So, like I said, not limited to school uniforms. You can do your business, your corporate wear as well. Your businesses that want for their staff, you can do t-shirts as well on it.
Yes, I just want to add to that. Very important. Now we've been, we've been bringing up the topic of back to school a lot, but with back to school, there's also the topic of back to office. So that's why it's very important that Amina is making it clear to you that these are not strictly limited to school. You can use it for your workers' wear as well if you need to. Yes, there's a lot of versatility to our fabrics.
Yes, definitely. I also just want to mention that on uniforms and fabrics in that line, we do also keep the J54 cotton towel, which is quite a thick quality, and that for your work suit and that.
Yes.
And then another one that we do keep, a lot of people don't know, is the D59 flame and acid resistant fabric. We do keep that. So if any customers are interested, they can contact us. It's done on special order, but we do keep those fabrics as well.
And is it true that you guys receive new stock on a weekly basis?
Yes, we do.
So if you're intrigued by what you've seen here so far today, ladies and gentlemen, rest assured that come next week they will have even more fabrics. So that's just very reassuring to know. Okay, so I think that is it for today, Amina.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Now back to you, ladies and gentlemen, like we mentioned earlier on. These fabrics, we've been talking a lot about back to school, but these fabrics are not strictly limited to back to school or to school purposes. You could also use them for work, whatever the requirement might be, or even just for whatever reason other than work or school. There's a lot. It depends on your creativity. And like we mentioned, if you'd like to have somebody within our store to tailor make any uniform or any particular sort of attire for you, we can also do that. So just be sure to make use of our services. There's just so much we have to offer. Now, important, we also have, as part of the back to school, back to office, deals that we've shown you here, we also have a back to school, back to office sale that we have going on. So apart from the fabrics that we've shown you here today, there's also a variety of other school products that you could possibly benefit from, being school bags, student appliances like small microwaves, televisions, and the like. So just be sure to check out our website at MAC World 1 and you'll see our back to school sale over there. Right. For further information, I would highly suggest that you follow us on our various social media platforms, being at MAC World 1. And of course, the benefit of that is you'll just be informed of whatever upcoming promotions we have going on, any sale, promotions, competitions. There's another competition actually being held this month, whereby we'll be giving away a speaker. It's a small JBL speaker with 3,000 rand. So please just be sure to check out our social media platforms. From myself, Amina, and the rest of MAC World, we bid you all farewell and take care. Cheers.